What part of the Kabbalah and this sect of Judaism did influence the reformers?
So I want to be careful in how I frame this, because I don't think that there was this really obvious, strong influence of Kabbalah at least with the three primary reformers. There was, however, a strong Jewish influence, because all three reformers, they were heavily involved in translation work when they were writing the Bible, when they were writing it in their languages. And so to do that, they needed to consult rabbis to learn Hebrew. Those were the only people who knew Hebrew. And by doing that, there was this transmission of, whether it was firsthand or secondhand, this transmission of Kabbalistic influence just by sheer relation of the rabbis being Kabbalists. And there's some figures that were more influential among all three reformers, but I don't think that, like, I wouldn't argue that all three of the reformers were like crypto Kabbalists or something.
Right.
I think that the more undeniable influence came later in the 17th century among the English Puritans, but that came as a result of just being kind of steeped in all this Hebraic studies, and again consulting these rabbis who, some of them like Rabbi Manasseh ben Israel, they were involved in the establishment of these secret societies. They were working with other Puritan ministers who were expressing strong sentiments and interest in Kabbalah. So, that didn't really come in an undeniable way until, I would say, about a century later. But, I think if you want to talk about like esotericism, there was definitely an influence there, and especially in Germany, and particularly in Württemberg, which was this, at the time in the 16th century, a hotbed of esoteric studies. So there was a lot of, you had the strong presence of the Rosicrucians there.
Yes.
There was one of the primary, like, kind of headquarters of the Rosicrucian order was in Germany, and you see for centuries these locations were basically remained hotbeds for the dissemination of esotericism in the West.